Oh, well, hello there, and welcome to A Film a Day, award season 2023, with me, Jordan Woodley. I have a number of frustrations where it comes to Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery. Because the original Knives Out was a surprise, it was a real renaissance of the murder mystery genre at a time when really we weren't seeing a lot in theatrical terms where it came to murder mysteries, because it just, like most genres, everything has its dawn and its dusk. You know, the Western being the prime example of a genre that peaks and troughs at certain times. And though we had things like the Kenneth Branagh Poirot films, other than that, there wasn't a lot of energy behind a original, straightforward murder mystery that isn't some kind of inter-genre, intertextual, metatextual something or other. That is just a straightforward murder mystery, while still being new and interesting. And Knives Out really brought that. It also ties into that all-star cast style that filmmakers and studios are desperate to continually resurrect. In other videos, I've referenced films like Babylon and Amsterdam as the desire to really bring back that all-star, director-led, big screen, because it means it gets away from your franchises. It's an alternative to a franchise. Now, Glass Onion is like, it's not the antithesis of that, because I do think, as a narrative and as a story, Glass Onion is fantastic. It is a great continuation. But the promotion, the relationship that Glass Onion has to the original, the way that it was released, and how it sits in the awards are just a constant source of frustration, because unfortunately, the Netflix aspect is very frustrating, because this should have been released theatrically. The fact that in the UK it only had 1 week release window hugely stole its potential for growth. And although Netflix has this strategy for viewership, it really affected the film. And I think people will be less interested in the greater Knives Out, Benoit Blanc story, because Netflix truncated it and boxed it and put it away. Additionally, the fact that it has been nominated for adapted screenplay is just nonsense. The reason that it has the Oscar adapted screenplay nomination is because all sequels are considered adapted screenplays, because I suppose technically they are not original. Frankly, that feels archaic. It feels frustrating, because it doesn't reflect really what a film is. And when you put it up against actual adaptations, either it will be completely out of place, or it will have robbed a genuine adaptation from its place in the shortlist. It's exactly the same with Top Gun Maverick, which is also nominated for adapted screenplay. Those are two films in a shortlist that have taken the place of two films that would have been adaptations. And that just honestly feels a waste. That all being said, Glass Onion is a great film. In a previous video, I was talking about See How They Run, and how, frankly, it doesn't do anything particularly wheel reinventing. And yet, and that it just doesn't really. It's a perfectly acceptable film, but just not particularly interesting. Glass Onion, though again it's not reinventing the wheel, and I don't think it's quite as good as the original, is fun and eclectic and has a great cast with great chemistry, puts them in a really interesting mystery. It does do that all-star cast thing really well. And it's just fun, and it's the sort of thing that I would want to see more of. And again, we're definitely getting more Benoit Blanc because of the deal with Netflix. But frankly, I hope it grows beyond that, because I would love to see a series of Benoit Blanc films. It's a fun film, and it's great. And I do think that it's media placement and its film placement has been somewhat squashed by all of these other things going on. And I absolutely don't think it should win adapted screenplay. But hey, it's nice to see it nominated and acknowledged in some respect. Anyway, thank you for joining me. See you next time.